Good morning, I'm Kathleen Pate and this is my Alabama farm life, and I'm out here in the field and I'm going to be harvesting some pears and some Tabasco peppers today. I have my wagon, some baskets, and my trusty weed eater to help me get through this tall grass over here. These pears are more for eating than canning, but we did can some last year. But I think I'm a little too late, but I'm going to go ahead and pick up as many as I can, and I think I'm going to give them to the chickens this year. There are a few nice ones still on the tree, just like this one, but many of them have little black spots on them, and a lot of them I'm going to get off the ground simply for extra feed for my chickens. I am really happy with the way the flowers have come up this year. I think I did better with my flowers than I did with any of my vegetables. The marigolds are popping, and the zinnias are beautiful this year. It's like Big Boy knows I'm trying to record and he has to get his 2 cents worth in. I'm going to save as many seeds as possible, and I'm going to double the amount of seeds for next year for flowers. I've also changed the way I've mowed since I've got the bees. Normally, I would have had this whole thing mowed down and nice and neat looking, but it's actually full of, I think they're called bloom mist flowers, amongst other things, and they are great for my bees, so they're going to stay. And next year, I'm going to let more of the natural fauna bloom and grow on the farm, just for the bees and the other pollinators that we have here. I love seeing my bees out here foraging amongst all these flowers. If winter holds off long enough, I think this will be more than enough forage for them for the winter. I am very disappointed in my melon crop this year. I did produce some watermelons, but they turned green and then quickly rotted in the field. The cantaloupes never thrived, and they grew for a while and then just died. I did have to laugh a little when I saw this. This is a spot where one of the watermelons died and rotted, and seedlings are coming up. I'm still hoping to get some okra this year, but we shall see. But now it's time to go ahead and start picking my peppers. These Tabascos are just full. And I also have a few jalapenos that I need to pick too. I'm going to make some more pepper jelly with those. I'm just going to process these Tabascos. I'm going to rinse them, wash them up, and cut the ends off of them. I'm going to set them out to dry for a little while, and then I'm going to take them across the street and we're going to dehydrate them in my Ronco dehydrator. So I may have made a little bit of a mistake when I was harvesting and chopping up these Tabascos. I chose not to wear gloves, and for the next 2 days my hands burned. Every time I touched my face it burned. I unfortunately touched my eyes and they burned, so next time I will be using gloves. This Ronco dehydrator works really well, but I have learned to keep everything towards the center because it dries more evenly. At 48 hours, I went ahead and took them out and bagged them up. I'm thinking that I'm going to crush them up and make a powder into them later. I'm really loving this dehydrator. It really helps to preserve food. I'm going to add this batch to the lemons, the limes, and the bananas that I just did a little while ago. And also during the processing of the Tabascos, I grabbed a couple that were a little soggy and laid them out into the sun to dry for seeds. If you're not part of the Shed Wars community, you really should be. And if you just want to watch some of the videos, just look up hashtag Shedwars21, and there'll be a whole bunch of videos on people like myself with farms and homesteads, creating, making, preserving, and just doing a whole lot of stuff that you might find really interesting. It is a wonderful community, and you should think about joining it. I want to thank everybody for joining me on this video and supporting me in my channel. I really appreciate you all. You guys have a great day, and remember to love each other and be kind to one another.